Okay, welcome to Fahrenheit Performance Podcast, episode number 6. Today we're talking to Zul Awab. He is the godfather of fixed gear. So a lot of you guys probably know him already, but we're going to get into his past, present, and future. So, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about yourself and a bit of your history and how you got here.
Yeah. Hi, Zul Awab, as Martin mentioned, founder and creator of a Holycrit race, which is a fixed gear race. How do I know Martin? Way back.
I don't think I've ever ridden with you or...
no, we never.
Or I didn't have another bike fit with you or anything, but we've known each other for quite a while.
Yes, I think through Holycrit. I think Holycrit interlocked so many people, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. So I've been an avid fixed gear cyclist. Been nicknamed the godfather of fixed gear cycling here in Singapore. So yeah, that's about me.
So I googled you just before to get ready for this, and I promise you this is the only question I want to ask you about the Straits Times article. Okay. I know it's very dear to your heart. When you were at the bottom, right? How did it feel when you finally raised that kitten out of the drain? Because I found this article about friends rescue kitten from the Bedok Reservoir storm drain during heavy rain, and it's a picture of you rescuing a kitten. I don't know what the heck that was, but I wasn't expecting to see a story of you and the kitten.
Okay, let me just simplify this. I was having a regular run at Bedok Reservoir, and turning back, about to go home. The usual route that I took is usually inside the Bedok Reservoir Park.
Yeah.
But something tell me just go outside, walk at the perimeter of the drainage. There might be something, it's kind of like, okay, I walk outside and I saw, hey, what the hell is that? So it was a cat and it was drizzling.
Yeah.
So to make the story short, I don't have anything. I called my wife. I said, Sarah, please come down and bring some ropes and stuff like that. She bring towels. So we had, it was...
escaping from jail, sort of jumping into the drain.
So what I did was I called a few of my friends with rope access IRATA, which is the International Rope Access Technical
Which
team.
is your day job, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I called them because I don't have the tools, then I don't have the equipment. They came, they rescued, and Parks was there. A few other people was there. So yeah.
So you're the hero.
I have cats, so I'm an animal lover. It doesn't matter if it's a dog or whatever is inside. If it's animal, we try to rescue as much as possible.
Okay. So you're born and raised in Singapore, right?
Yes, sir.
How did you get the name Godfather of Fixed Gear?
It was way back in 2024, 2025, if I can recall.
2004.
2004, yeah. 2004, yeah. So I was working in the big art center here in Singapore. So I had a few of the guys who ride brakeless bike, and I was really interested. I was like, shit, what is this? It's very
fixed gear basically is a bike without any
any brakes.
It's just a fixed gear, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I guess they can have brakes or they cannot have brakes, but there's no freewheeling.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I think the law now says you have to have a single brake.
Yeah.
At all times,
It's kind of
it kills it. But I guess they come from a velodrome, right?
Yep.
But then Singapore has got no velodrome, so it's just sort of the fixed gear culture just generally.
Yeah. So we talk about the velodrome later. So few of the boys rode this bike, and I was really interested, and I was like, hey, what bike is this? So I do my research, and years goes on and on. I organize a fixed gear race, because I wanted to the guys to showcase that even though without brakes we are still safe, and there is a proper technique to it, and so that was way back when I was working in the art center. So we did Holycrit, the first Holycrit in Yishun Industrial Park, where it was a controlled, confined space, and police was there stopping us when we were finishing our 2 laps, the last 2 laps, and they said the police was really good. They said, okay, I'll let you guys finish. I will go out from here and make sure you guys cleared the venue. I said, okay.
Yep.
So it was during the heydays where Holycrit was really underground, and you know, but
Well, fixed gear culture in general, it's kind of got that underground feel, right?
yeah, yeah. The reason why I ride fixed gear, I'm sorry to my road people who ride road bike and stuff like that. We don't have the capacity to buy $20,000 bike.
Yeah. I see. I never ask how much the bikes cost these days. It just makes my eyes water.
Yeah. So the only way that we can enjoy ourselves while cycling is to have a fixed gear.
Yep.
And it's easy setup. There's less maintenance, and you know what we guys do is we exchange stuff.
Yep.
If I can't use this, you exchange with me. So that is kind of it's the family kind of spirit that we have.
Yeah.
So I will usually arrange this kind of races, this kind of meetup. So that's why they call me the godfather of fixed gear.
So you're sort of like, you're the one that makes it all happen. And then so Holycrit, right? When I first arrived in Singapore, 2012, I think it was just around then when you were doing it, right?
Yep.
And it was races with just in local streets.
Yep.
In the middle of the night.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
And then I guess it got pretty popular. And from what I can work out, someone like a car got on the course, and then that guy called the police.
Yes.
And then the police came down. The
Yep.
race was over, but
Yeah.
the seeds were already planted, right?
Yeah. So during that race.
So tell me, why did you start Holycrit? What was the purpose, and sort of how did it grow?
Okay.
Right?
So Holycrit was started when Eric Fix Up Your Gear was the one that sells the bike to all these youngsters, 15, 16 years old. So I was with Eric all the time when he has a shop at the Black Book, which is in Arab Street. So during that period of time, I see young kids like, you know, my son's age going to the bike shop and splurging some money, $50 for this, $30 for that.
Yeah.
And I tell Eric, why not we do a race? To let these boys showcase what they are capable of. You know, they are buying stuff from you. Let's do a race.
Yeah, because like there's Red Bull races, there's the Red Hook races, there's all these races where it's really cool to watch.
Yep.
And they're somewhat underground as well, right?
Yeah.
So something similar to those styles, but
Correct.
in Singapore.
Yes. So there's this Chinelli brand, which is like Mesh SF in San Francisco. It's a really huge thing during that period of time. So everybody was like buying a Chinelli, and Eric was the distributor during that period of time. So I tell Eric, hey, why not we do a race? Okay, Zul, you come up with a name. Then I was like, come up with a name. It's not easy, you know. Then I say, okay, never mind. So it was a Thursday night, and it was at Arab Street where Eric's shop is. Then the call of prayers, the Muslim call of prayers, because Sultan Mosque was there. So they were talking very loudly, the boys. So I say, hey, keep quiet. Say, why? Prayer is very holy. Just give me a few minutes, you know. So I sit back and, Eric, why not we call our race Holycrit? Because it's holy
And it's a crit.
then it's a criterion. Then he said, okay, you can sell, can.
Yeah.
We just, you know,
Yeah, see, I got my Holycrit t-shirt on right now, right?
So it became a name synonym to fixed gear, Holycrit. So anybody who has a fixed gear do not know about Holycrit, they are not the in thing, you see, during that period of time.
Yeah.
So how do we charge for the race? It's very simple, $10.
Yeah.
40 riders, $400. We don't get anything. Just
Put the money in the hat, and then
Yes.
winner takes all.
yeah. So we did 13 freaking races in Singapore. I did one in Ipoh. I did one in Indonesia. I did two in Indonesia. There's a lot.
Yep.
It's actually a lot. So, but you know, during that period of time where we were caught at the last race in Tangling, which is it was not really the driver who called the police.
Yeah.
Straight Times was there.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't want to mention names.
Yeah, sure. Of course not.
It's in the past. I don't really care.
We can't be arrested for the same thing twice, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't really care because why? It's a blessing in disguise. Without him giving me the opportunity to be in a front page,
Yeah.
which costs the government $30,000 to $40,000
Yeah.
just to advertise Holycrit, it's a freaking blessing in disguise.
okay, so
So
nice. I didn't think of it that way.
so
Maybe I should do that.
I wasn't really thinking about it as well. So he was there. He used Google glasses to take photos, and we were like, anybody can come down to watch Holycrit. There's no fee involved.
Yeah,
We
it's
just
sort of like Fast and Furious. The
it is
street racing.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So
And-
so moral of the story is, you got arrested.
Yeah.
With Eric.
Yes. So we were arrested. The race Holycrit is usually on Friday night. So we got arrested on Monday when I was at work. The assistant commissioner of police, I can't remember his name, personally called me and said, "Hello, Mr. Zulkifli, can you come down to traffic police in Ubi?" I said, "Okay, for?" So, we need to. We want you to help us with some investigation that happened on Friday.
Of course they did. Okay.
Yeah. Then I said, "No, I'm working."
Yeah.
"Oh, then it's okay. We will send you a warrant of arrest." I said, "Go ahead." I said, "Go ahead." So I spoke to.
So suddenly it's not helping with investigations anymore. It's an
more of
arrest
arrest. So I said, okay, after work, 6 o'clock, I go down to Ubi.
Yep.
I brought Sarah along, and I was held 72 hours.
Wow.
Seven.
For what? For a street race?
Yes.
And did someone die at the race? No one died at the race, right? Did
There's no
someone
one died.
No one got injured?
There's no injury. There's no ambulance call. So it's just.
Were any cars involved? Were you racing cars?
No.
No. It was just kids on bikes.
Yes.
Okay. Just
So-
want to clarify that.
Yeah. So we went to the police station. We've been interrogated for 72 hours without no
Like,
food.
is that like you didn't leave the police station until
No.
what, Wednesday?
Yes.
So you slept in a cell or something?
Yeah. I did. So the IO took over. One of the IO took over. A very nice Indian dude. He said, "Sir, to tell you the truth, I feel demoralized when I have to interview you." I say, "Why?" "All my friends are going for Ferrari,
Yeah.
all the modified cars, and I'm going for bicycle. How ashamed am I?" I said, "What to do?" So
At least you can go home at night, right?
so when he told me that, I was put in the cell, waiting for my bailer, which is my wife.
Yeah.
So we have to be bailed out for $5,000, which is okay. But the sad part is, they went to my place.
Yeah.
I was cuffed, the legs and the hand.
Like you're a murderer.
Yeah. For what reason?
Yeah.
You won't believe. They thought that we were doing betting, illegal betting.
Oh, so they thought that you were putting down money on
Yeah.
like Kirin racing in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
Right?
So they took my computer, they took my iPad, they took my iPhone. So, and I was cuffed. And they went in, this traffic police officers, without taking the shoes. We are Muslim. When you go in the house, you have to take out your shoes.
Yeah, of course. Well,
So
everybody in Singapore, I think, these days.
yeah. So when I said to the IO, I said, "Hey, take out your shoe. This is a Muslim home." "Oh no, this is an investigation." I said, "You are Muslim?" I said, he cannot say anything. He's a Muslim. So anyways, to cut things short, they took my laptop, they took my iPhone, they took my iPad, just because that they saw pictures of money being transaction during some of the videos that we did.
Oh, it's your 40 times $10, right?
Yeah. So there are I was charged about 16 charges, 16 charges. So said, "Okay, wait for court. We will release you." It was midnight, the third day, midnight. So I went home, got
A nice shower,
yeah,
sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, so I was not thinking about it because I know at the end of the day, this is just cycling. It's nothing malicious that I did. So, and I call up my lawyer. I don't have the chance to call my lawyer. when I was in the cell.
Isn't that the one thing in the world that you're supposed to get?
Yeah,
one call?
Yeah, but
Okay.
apparently they said you can only call your wife.
Yeah.
But I said I need to call my lawyer as well. So no, your wife can call your lawyer. I said okay, never mind, it's okay. So I went up. I went to thank you just to mention one name, Kata Wong Shashi, a very nice guy who supported me since the fiasco.
Yep.
And he was like he was like in disbelief. He said 40 years of my practice, this is the first time about cycling.
Well, this is like the worldwide, you're the pioneer, right?
Yeah.
No one's ever been arrested for
Bicycle.
for cycling races.
Yeah, so it was a hallmark case.
Yeah.
Even the DPP and the judge said this is a hallmark case. If the DPP needs to charge you, they need to come up with something which can compare. And if you look, I've read all the previous. I'm sorry to curse. It's fucking nonsense.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
It's okay. I'll just click the explicit button on the podcast today.
I was looking at it and I was reading when my lawyer sent it to me. I was like, okay, this is battery assist. This is PMD. This
Yeah.
is, it's kind of.
So basically, it was like streetcar racing,
Yeah.
like a GTR versus a Ferrari
Yes.
go around Solito,
Yeah.
which used to happen before, right?
Yeah.
But this is pedal powered.
Yeah. So it was kind of crazy when they said they need to charge you, Zul. Whatever it is, they need to charge you. I said, okay. But what kind of charges? We're talking about 6 months and $50,000 fine. I said,
Of course. Just look behind the couch.
Then I was like, 6 months of imprisonment just for cycling. Wow. So
I think Amnesty International would come and get involved in that.
yeah, and the best part, GNC, GNC did mention about this a couple of years back regarding this case. So I was like, wow, GNC, the big global cycling network,
Yeah.
GCN, yeah. So I was like, wow, it was kind of.
Well, that's their free advertising for you.
Yeah,
right?
precisely. So thank you to the reporter that reported us. So during this period of time, Eric was lost. He was not here and there. He was trying to talk to him, but he was not as spontaneous as me when people ask questions, and he was a bit, because he has a business.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. So I tried to not to put him so much pressure of answering a lot of questions from other people. So years goes by. It was about 2 years before we were finally charged in court. We went up to court, up and down like 20, 30 times. And it was every time it was adjourn. So because the DPP do not have any solid base. So
finally, what was the actual final after the 16 charges? What was it?
It was dropped to 4.
Yep.
It was dropped to 4 charges: illegal racing with pedal something, because it doesn't have anything in the chapter of the the law, so they have to make something up.
Sure.
Yeah. So we were fined $5,000 cash.
Yep. Which
each
was
of
your
us.
bail already, right?
Yeah. $5,000 cash and 2 weeks imprisonment.
Wow.
So we went to
So you went to Hotel Changi for 2 weeks?
yeah, cluster B4. We were remanded for 3 days.
So
before.
B4, is that the luxury side of it, or is it every single? Is it the same for everybody?
Yes.
So,
yes.
so I don't know anything about Changi prison, right? I just know it's a bit of a hellhole.
It's like you are a drug peddler waiting to be sentenced to like 15 years, 20 years. We are on the same cell.
Yeah.
You have people who does CBT, 1.3 million, 1.4 million dollars. I was talking to them inside. I'm a very extrovert. I like to talk to.
So I'm just going to ask you random questions about jail.
Yeah.
Right. How much time? So you're sentenced to 2 weeks in jail, right? So you went to jail for 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
How much time were you allowed to get out? Are you in the cell for all that time?
23 hours.
23. So you can get out of your cells. How big is the cell? 5 meters.
3 meters by 3 meters. And there were about eight of us. 3 meters by 3 meters.
Oh, there's 8 of you in a 3, so bunk beds and...
No, there's no bunk beds. It's hard floor. It's screed flooring with bamboo mats, and our shirt is our pillow. and we have one Toyogo box which we carry everywhere if we need to be.
Also, but you got free Wi-Fi and you can use your phone as much as you want, and Netflix, right?
I wish. So it was kind of. I mean, if anyone haven't been in prison before, don't. That's my advice. It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very, 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 very hard.
I guess they're just trying to make it as hard as possible so
Yeah,
you
it
don't
is.
reoffend, right?
Yeah, it is.
So do you eat curry every day? Because forever I heard you better be good, otherwise you're going to go to eat prison and eat curry, right?
No, we don't have the. I don't have that luxury of having curry or like a vegan platter or no.
You are vegan, right?
Yeah, I'm vegan.
Oh, sorry. When you ask, then did you ask a non-dairy as well?
No. So it's basically if you are religious on your religious part, if you are vegan, because you are a Buddhist, or then they will adhere to that.
Yep.
Other than that, you are Muslim, you want to be vegan. No. Eat whatever we are gonna give you. So there's no curry. It's everybody eat the same food. Everybody smells shit the same way. That is what they want to do.
Are the bathrooms in that cell?
Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's an open concept bathroom,
Oh, nice.
which is like in Bali. You can
That's
see
lovely,
that. We are being in prison. We are controlled. We wake up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and there's no watch. The lights will automatically turn on.
Yeah.
Then it's 5:30.
Can you see the sky?
No.
No windows?
No windows at all. No windows.
So if everyone turned the lights out, you wouldn't know what time of day it
Yep.
was. You wouldn't know where you are.
There is no lights out. It's just one small little fluorescent light that is switched on, just because the CCTV cameras inside the prison, the cell itself, so that you can see our movement inside the prison cell. It's kind of sad, but lesson learned. But
so did you serve the whole 2 weeks? Or
yeah. So it was kind of an eye opener.
Sure, of course.
When I come out of prison, everybody, the really sad part is when we were doing Holycrit, nobody wants to be in touch to us. But once I come out and Eric come out of prison, everybody, hey, we're gonna sponsor you this, gonna sponsor you that. Can we come in?
Yeah, so
Can
nobody wants to be a friend when you're not famous, right?
Yeah,
And then suddenly,
that's life actually. But anyways, so I just want to thank people who's been supporting Holycrit since day one, and people who just knew about Holycrit. It's really a rough road before we are the first in Singapore to do a race inside a stadium, not built.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
So,
not built purpose for cycling. We are the first one, and some other people, follow up and doing it. I'm kind of proud. I'm very proud of that. All the hard work that we did, and talking to people, talking to sponsors, talking to stakeholders. I'm very, very proud of that.
So you came out of prison, and then did you still have your job? Or did they?
I was asked to leave from teaching.
Yep.
Which is kind of sad. Which I was teaching in one of the tertiary in Singapore. I don't want to mention the name.
Yep.
I love teaching. I love teaching students from this tertiary.
Yep.
Been doing it for like 5-6 years. They were asked. I was politely asked to leave.
Yep.
Which is okay. Which is fine. Then I get back to work. I'm a technical manager for concerts and stuff.
Okay.
So now I'm doing freelance. So I have the flexibility of not going to work every day. I get to choose my work. So yeah.
So then, so when did you come out of prison? When was that? 2014.
It was in 2014. 2014, right? Yeah. 2014.
And then after that, you said you put on the stadium Was that the first race? Was that the
Before-
first legal race that you put
No,
on?
the first legal race was in Jalan Binaan Kapal.
Okay.
SCF, Dr. Siong approached me, say, I got this plot of land, do you want to do the race? You give me whatever, I will race. That is why I tell Dr. Siong personally, okay, you go in Recce.
Yep.
We went to Recce, there's a plot of land just beside the indoor stadium, which is about 400 meters.
It's like one of the car parks or something, or
It used to be a warehouse,
Yeah.
and it become dilapidated. Then there's some small hill there with a circular. Now the NDS, the National Development Team
Yeah.
or whatsoever, are using that place beside Jalan Binaan Kapal. So I got approval from SLA. I got this, I got that. Dr. Siong sponsored some of the stuff. Ambulances were there. 7 p.m. At 8 o'clock, we're going to start the race. 7 p.m. The street light is turned off.
oh,
So
I thought you were going to say it's going to start raining.
now, if it's raining, you're still going to go ahead. So we were like, hey, shites, there's no lights. Then I called SLA. I said, hey, why are the lights switched off? Send them an email. Can we turn on because it's off our grid. You have to, but my race is going to start in
5 minutes.
in half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we cannot do anything. So because I'm from event company,
Yeah.
I called few of my tentage partners. Can you send me a modular
Like a stand-up
metal
yeah,
highlight?
yeah.
Why? Because I'm starting a race and I got no lights. In 10 to 15 minutes, I got 2 metal highlights.
Nice.
And the race is
Show goes on.
Yes, the race is just fabulous.
Mhm.
So that was the first legal race. There were about 200 to 300 riders registered for the race, and there were like thousands of people outside outside of the indoor stadium wanting to come inside and watch. So it's like, I said, I'm truly grateful.
Because the Holycrit race that you did in the stadium
Yep.
was just about after that first one, right?
Yes.
I think I was there at that race.
Oh,
so
okay.
we were cool. So you could sit in the stands
Yeah.
and watch them race.
Yeah.
That's the first time the bike race has been there.
Yes.
Is that the last time the bike race has been there? Has
No,
it been? Now they finished the OCBC
Yes.
race in the stadium.
Yep,
Okay, so
correct.
but that's not a bike race, right?
Yeah. So, the second legal race that we did in the National Stadium itself, the meeting with the head of event, the director for the sports hubs.
Mm-hmm.
Say, Zul, tell me more about your race and tell me more. There's a lot of there's a lot of gray areas that I
Yeah.
need to. So I said, okay, what do you need me to do?
Yep.
I will comply because this is National
Yeah.
Stadium.
One lap of the stadium is how many?
400.
400 meters.
Yeah.
Because I was running it outside the stadium, and that's only 800 meters,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So inside the stadium,
It's a bit smaller.
so it's like 20 laps or something people would do.
Yeah. So because it was quite challenging because the flooring was Miropla, the individual. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So it's a bit of right after the race, I asked the guys, "Fuck Zul, I cannot feel my hands."
The vibrations,
Yeah.
like constant vibrations, right?
That's why we call it a race.
Yeah.
So it was viewed from the stand about 2,000 to 3,000 people,
Yeah.
which is better off than S-League during that period of time. So
2 to 300 is better than
and we have about 300 riders. Mostly, I think I have about 70 people from overseas that participate in that Holycrit.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Then, so you know quite a lot about events, right? How to put on an event. I always hear people complaining about, oh, how come events are so expensive in Singapore? How come this and how come that? Do you have anything to comment about that since you went from $10 to now?
Yeah. Okay. The fee is usually it's for the auxiliary police. It's for the barricades. Just imagine if the race which we.
So let's imagine here we're in Novena, right? We've got Thompson Road, we've got Irrawaddy Road, we've got Molman Road, and we're going to do a lap around here.
Yep.
So you'd need to block all the roads.
Yes.
And then you'd need to put those red and white barriers.
Correct.
For the whole course.
The water barricades. Yeah.
Well, then you need a ambulance.
Yes.
In case something happens.
2 ambulance.
2 ambulances.
Yeah.
Of course, one for each side or something.
Now,
And,
if one goes,
yeah, one goes, the other one has to come.
stay.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you need policemen to stand at the
Yes.
junctions.
Yes. Auxiliary police. It doesn't matter. ATOS or Cisco or
Yeah.
you know.
How is it to close a road? Is it easy to close a road in Singapore?
To close the road is easy. You just need to tell LTA what you want to do. If there's a bus stop, how do you want to divert the bus? Okay, how is it going to affect the stakeholders? That is the part where...
So stakeholders. So I also
Yeah.
heard stakeholders.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's 100 businesses in this Novena circuit, right? Every one of those 100 has
Must
to say
say
yes. Can if they don't respond, is that counted as a no?
Yes.
So you need to get a signature from every single one.
Precisely.
If 99 say yes and one stickler says no,
Yep.
the race doesn't go on.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it works like everywhere in the world as well, you know, but because sports here is not compulsory, businesses are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So then how much do you think, so an average race in Singapore, just before the first person starts pedaling, how much does it cost?
$35,000.
$35,000. Okay, so
That's the max caps that I can give. 35,000 bucks.
so let's just say you get 100 participants, right? That's $350 each participant to break even.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So you got 200 participants, which is a huge race.
Yep.
Which is four groups of 50 people.
Yep.
It's still $175,
Yep.
right?
So bear in mind that if it's the event company that is doing it, and I'm not going to mention the governmental body name, is giving you this budget, you have to work with that budget. The event company has to mark up just to cover.
Of course, yeah. Those numbers are just to make a single cent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No wonder you just
So-
go and put some cones out in the road and do it, right?
And the first race, the second race that we have at CBP, Changi Business Park,
Yeah.
we even diverted 2 buses and 2 police cars.
And they were fine with it.
They were like, huh? So it was. Yeah.
So out of all of this, it's actually, I don't say it's good for you, but your status has grown, right? Like I remember that I saw a short film about
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw an interview with Red Bull
Yep.
about you.
Yep.
Now you're the godfather of
So
of fixed gear.
as I mentioned again, thank you to the reporter that reported us.
Yep.
It's a blessing in disguise. So
Yep.
I mean, I did a short film. It was showcased in Cannes Film Festival for a short film, which we get to enter, but we didn't win anything. But
Yep.
it was it was really good because I took like 8 to 10 days of my night time just to shoot that short film. And Red Bull Austria, interviewed me and my technical director for the racing, Saiful. So I'm still with Red Bull now. I'm still with Red Bull. They still like contacting me and do you want this? Do you want that? What's your next event? And they are being supportive. I do have Canyon. Canyon Bike has been sponsoring me for like the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep. Just for road bikes, or
Yeah,
'cause
for-
they don't really make fixed gears. right?
No.
Yeah.
They do have,
but
it's for
it's really
for the Red
the
Pack.
velodrome,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Oh.
it's for the Red Pack in Germany. So they do solely for them. So yes, I been few other sponsors as well. So which is good. Which is good. Yeah.
So then, what now? What keeps you busy now? Are you still doing races? Are you planning to do more races?
I'm planning to do more races. I'm planning to do more races. Just I'm waiting for. Actually, Kenyan is waiting for me to draft out the venue, one of the venue that we are getting. So just that I got no time to draft out.
It's a pity that Turf City is now gone. I remember.
Yeah.
Did you do the race in the go-kart arena in Turf
Yes,
City?
yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there as well. For
Yeah,
that.
we did that. I think in Singapore we are the first one to do in a go-kart race with KF1 during that period of time. So we did twice. First we did it in the normal clockwise. Then the second time we did it in anti-clockwise.
I remember that race was like, if you're on the front, you're prime.
Yeah.
Because it was so hard to pass.
Yes, precisely. So there's a lot of crashes, but laceration and
Road rash.
Yeah, road rash. There's nothing like anything malicious like death or broken bones, and it was a really good race. It was Canyon was the main sponsor during that period of time. So we intend to do again, but the karting arena, sorry, not KF1.
Yeah, karting arena.
Karting arena.
With Claire.
Yeah. So I tried to do one more on my own, but they are not karting arena, but the other one, they are not interested. So I said, okay, fine. So yeah.
So you're still riding? You still?
I barely ride now, so I just.
No reason for that. It's just.
It's just that the 10 people in one group doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a bit of a downer, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So it's kind of stupid because the government needs to know that 10 and less 10 makes 20 when you are riding. You cannot be counting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and stay way behind.
I was riding on Sunday and there's only 4 of us. And we get to a traffic light and I look around and there's like 15 people behind me.
Precisely.
I didn't even know that they were there.
Yeah.
So if I'm riding along and then the police pull us over, what am I supposed to...
Yeah.
It's like,
they are not my friends.
Yeah, I don't know that. So I don't know them.
So how to justify? I need to have a cam every time when I ride? It doesn't make sense. Or do I need to take names of my friends?
I'll tell the people behind you to fuck off.
So I hope that the government will change this perspective a bit, make it more flexible, make it like 20 to 30 people in a group, you know,
2 or 3, 2 abreast or 3 abreast,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
But
so because of this, which like, fuck, let me just go running.
So you're right. So I see that you run a lot now, right?
Yeah.
And run. I've picked up running quite a lot, and
nice.
it's easier because it's 9:30 at night. You know, you can bash out a 5K. 10 o'clock, you go home, shower.
Yep.
For cycling, you 9:30 at night. Okay, let's pump the tires. Okay, I'll ride to the start point 10 o'clock, and then you can't do a half an hour ride. You ride for 1 or 2 hours, and then 10 o'clock home, 12 o'clock, and then you come home 1:30. And you can't sleep because it's.
And now that I see a lot of cyclists are all fashionistas, they are not really cyclists. So it's kind of sad. People who does not have that brand that they are using, you can't be cycling with us because your brand doesn't affiliated with my team. It's kind of sad. But I'm not going to mention names, but I hope you guys are not.
I have no comment.
I can comment because
I know exactly what you're saying.
So,
So not even fixed gear. You're not riding.
No, I'm trying to ride maybe starting of March because I already got my new bike from Canyon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so just waiting for
maybe you should
the
take
right time.
mountain biking. You can go on the trails. Don't have to bother anybody.
Yeah, precisely. I asked for a gravel bike actually from Canyon, so they are waiting.
You should get one of the double.
I do have that.
You do have that.
Yeah. So
I've fitted a couple of those. They're a bit weird.
It's kind of scary actually. Yeah.
Okay, so you're running a bit more to keep fit, I guess.
Yeah.
So what next? What next for you?
Probably I will be doing. I will talk to Canyon about doing a Holycrit. Holycrit is making a comeback.
Okay, cool.
The 16th installment. So just wait for it, guys.
Are you doing it in Malaysia and Indonesia still, or
in Singapore?
So there's definitely going to be in Singapore.
Yeah,
just got to
definitely
going
to be. Yes.
So do the what do you call it, accident prevention plans and all these sort of contingency plans.
Yeah. So I got a few commissars which are really good. That is helping out with me as well. So we are doing it proper and bigger. Okay. Hopefully this year.
So what's the best way to get a hold of you then? Are you Instagram? Do you TikTok? Do you Facebook? Are you Friendster?
Facebook. I am not into Facebook anymore. TikTok, Instagram, Zul Awab. Yeah.
So ZULAWAB.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man. I think we've gotten through quite a lot there.
Yeah. So it's quite good conversation with you, Martin. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
Thank you.